What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. It's Jugray here. This video is a follow-up to basically my most watched, most viewed video that I have, which was should I move to Houston? And I gave y'all pretty much like a breakdown of the 4 things that I found as necessities and things that are very, very important, very critical when you are considering moving somewhere. So I want to talk about living in Houston. This is actually going to be my 4th year coming up living in Houston, and the first video that I did, I was living in Houston for about a year, a little over a year. So now it's been damn near 4 years. So I just want to give y'all a breakdown of everything. Things have changed for me, so let's get into the video. So the first thing that I want to talk about is jobs. I am at another different job. Well, as I told you before, I am in education. So the education field and the medical field in Houston is huge. And I think like oil and gas. Those 3 things, oil and gas, education, and medical, there's jobs. There are so many jobs here. So I believe in the last video, I honestly don't even remember, it was so long ago that I made that video, but in the job category, I would say the job category is an easy 9 or 10. I don't know anybody that really struggles to get a job here, especially if you have like a specific career pattern. There's a job here for you. The other category that I had was distance. So Houston is just big. I have learned that there are so many little subset cities and little towns that make up Houston. Houston is just a big ass city. It's huge. So I actually do now live in the city of Houston. I live right across from the Galleria, which is considered uptown Houston. So there's uptown, downtown, midtown, there's the energy corridor, there's the medical center. There's so many different areas of Houston. It's crazy. So what I'll say about the distance though, I love where I live now. I'm like right in the heart of the city. It takes me 10 minutes at the most to get to Memorial area. It takes me 10 minutes at the most to get to downtown. So it's really like a convenient spot that I'm in. And I do commute, so I still commute to work. I never want to live close to where I work. I would say like the least amount of distance or the least amount of time is like 20 minutes out. So anything 20 minutes out or more I'm okay with, because I personally just don't want to live where I work, especially being in education. Like I don't want to run into my students at Walmart, at the gas station. I'm good. So the distance is still, I don't know again what I rated it, but the distance is like a big, I wouldn't say issue, but it's a big thing. It's gonna take some time to really get to know the city and to know the outskirts and to understand like when they say it's Houston and even though it's 30 minutes away, it's still Houston. So my other category was nightlife. So I'm not gonna lie, I found me a few spots that I really do enjoy socializing at, hanging out at. I'm not a club person. I've never really been a club person, but I've definitely found nightlife things to do. So bars, restaurants that have like lit happy hours, karaoke places. I've just found a lot of different places that fit the things that I'm into. And I give it a 10, to be very honest. Your nightlife though may be different from my definition of nightlife. Like I said, I'm not a club person, so if you're looking for clubs, I know there's a bunch of them out here. If you're looking for clubs and that's like your niche, your thing, I'm sorry, but I can't help you. Other things though, like is there something to always do in Houston? I believe yes. The city, like I mentioned before, is so big. There's always something to do. There's always an area to explore. So next on my list is town and country area. That's a big area supposedly that they have a lot of, you know, good restaurants and bars. So that's a spot that I'm gonna definitely explore soon. So there's just all different types of places and little nooks and crannies that you can explore within the city. Last but not least was food. So I saved this for last because I know a lot of people came for me in the comments about the food. Y'all have to understand that this is just my opinion. So I'm only speaking my opinion and what I believe you know, to be authentic and true to me. I am from New Orleans, so a lot of the New Orleans restaurants that are here, I just believe that they're not authentic because I'm comparing the New Orleans restaurant to real New Orleans cuisine that I obviously grew up on and I experienced. So however, though, I have found restaurants that I really do enjoy. I love Cajun food, I love seafood, so I found a lot of different spots. There's Lotus that I really like. I really enjoy Lotus. They pronounce it Calliope, but being from New Orleans, it's Calliope. They're good, Calliope. They're on, I think, West Belfort. So there's a restaurant that I really love, which is Neo's, and Neo's is actually a chain. Well, they only have 2 restaurants now. The original restaurant is in New Orleans to this day, so that is the original restaurant, and then they opened up a Houston-based restaurant, which is like 5 minutes from my apartment. So I love that restaurant too. I have found good crawfish places. There are a lot of places that have really decent, like as close to home crawfish as I'm gonna get. But overall, I honestly, truly, really do love living in Houston. I don't see me leaving anytime soon unless there's an opportunity that arises for me. But I love it here. There's no real complaints that I have. It's diverse. There's money to be made. I love the fact that it is so diverse that I see so many different people, but there's still a sense of Southern culture and Southern hospitality. Again, if you don't know, I lived in 3 places. So I lived in New Orleans, here in Houston, and the Bay Area. And what I really did not like about the Bay was, even though it was diverse, there was no sense of culture, community, and like hospitality. It's just, it felt really cold in the Bay. Here it's like no matter where you at, somebody is always saying how you doing, you know. It's just Southern hospitality, and I grew up like that, and I love that. I love being able to just walk down the street and say hey, good morning, how you doing to somebody. So again, would I recommend living in Houston now after 4 years? Definitely. I love this city. It's close to my home. It's like a 5-hour drive to New Orleans, depending on where you at, maybe 4.5, maybe 6. Don't come for me in the comments, because y'all like to come for me in the comments. But again, like I said, I love this place. It's been very good to me. I have no complaints. So if you are considering moving to Houston, do your research, come and visit. Like I said, it's huge, so it's hard to really say where you want to live. I would hate for you to get an apartment in like Missouri City and be working in Spring, which is where I work. So definitely consider and start mapping out. Look at the map, see how wide and spread out Houston actually is, and give it a chance. So leave some comments down below if you do have any questions, and thank y'all for watching. I'll see y'all in the next one.